Hey folks, Data from the future here, and we are heading up north to the National Park and Route 35 and all those good places, grabbing a bicycle first. Bicycle music in this game is actually really awesome, and I hope I have an opportunity to play it in this playthrough. I hope you have an opportunity to hear it. If not, go on YouTube, listen to it, it's a good thing. But Route 35, kind of a not very distinctive route, to be honest. Like, to be totally honest, it's kind of boring. It does have that surf spot, so you can, if you feel like backtracking once you get surf over there and grab like a berry or something. I don't know. But overall, the aesthetic of this area and the next area is meant to be kind of a balance between pretty nature, woo-woo-woo, and a little bit of civilization. So you got fences, you got kind of organized cut grass in the national park. And it sort of works, I guess. It's different from a normal, just grassy route, in that the path is totally clear and you can just go past without going into the grass if you so desire. But it's definitely quicker to go through the grass. Anyway, trainers, nothing to write home about, unfortunately. A couple people on like a date or something. A couple people practicing their magic tricks. The interesting part about this route, I think it's on this route, in the remakes, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, is the Pokéathlon, which is kind of the replacement that they had for the Pokemon contests. Contests were kind of on their way out after Generation 3, so they took the opportunity to just completely revamp them into a little bunch of mini-games that, depending on which Pokemon you used, you would have natural advantages of 2, 4. So like you'd have a running one, a jumping one, a flying one. I don't remember them, to be honest, but they were a nice diversion, I think, from the standard kill things a lot fare of this game, and a nice opportunity to do something other than just use moves in a different way that the Pokemon contests were. And the prizes were actually a lot better than in contests. In contests you got ribbons, and for the Pokéathlon you would get all sorts of really useful items. Like you'd get evolutionary stones far earlier than you normally would in the game. So you could like catch a Growlithe in the near vicinity and evolve it. And it was neat. It was cool. But here in the originals, Route 35 is pretty uninteresting, pretty non-distinct. And I didn't grab that item. I don't even know what that was. I don't care. Probably TM. That's like the TM for Attract or something. I don't know. No, that's what Whitney gave us. But whatever. This is the National Park. National Park I like a lot more. Because it really does feel like a garden that was like created by humans to replicate the facsimile of nature or something. Does that sound pretentious enough? Okay. But yeah, it balances the nature and the civilization a lot better, I think, because there's a reason for the grass to look like a Pokeball, but it's still grassy and it looks nice. If you were not aware, somehow, the grass, basically the overall arrangement of the national park looks like a Pokeball when looked at from the bird's eye view, which is thematically fitting because, you know, Whitney's gym looks like a Clefairy from a bird's eye view, and so they're like probably had the same architect or something, I don't know. But yeah, some trainers, they're not too difficult. I think they might have had their levels raised a little bit in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but not that much. Soul Silver and those guys really did not fix the whole level curve problem in this game, I would say. Anyway, something that strikes me as a little interesting is that there are graphics in the national park that really are just not used anywhere else in the game, like those trees off to the side. You can see those. They look like trees you would find in Africa or something, I don't know. Very different from like the evergreens you see here. and it's strange to have them right next to each other. I'm not sure how I feel about that. And then that thick grass is also, I believe, not used anywhere else in the game. So it's interesting. And then the secondary purpose of the national park is for bug-catching competitions, which I really like. You're set into a special version of the national park, and you're supposed to catch the best bug-type Pokemon that you can, scored on a variety of different things, like how much HP it has left, its overall level. I think its IVs might come into play. But it's cool. It focuses on catching as a competition rather than fighting, which I think is neat. And I wish I showed it off in this playthrough. I didn't, because why would I? It's a solo run. But overall, I like the national park. Very nice music, too. And then this is the last little small segment until Mega Drain finally. I was having BP problems at this point. Up until we get to the junction between Violet, Goldenrod, and Eckertique, which I like. You know, you go off on a little loop for the first section of the game, and then you clear out that roadblock, and makes navigation for the rest of the game a lot easier. They reused that idea in the 4th generation with the route just north of Oreburgh. But anyway, that's Sudowoodo up there, and I will see you guys next time.